Just come up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a minimum.
I'm gonna call this meeting to order. We have election of vice chair. Are there any nominations for vice chair?
I nominate Tom Kudo as vice chair.
Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? I will entertain a motion to close nominations and cast unanimous ballot for Mr. Kudo as vice chair.
So move.
There's a second.
Can he do his own or can I do it?
You have to give it, I need a second to that one. All in favor?
Aye.
Carried.
Excuse me. So, the item here would be approval minutes from the August 6th, 2025 meeting.
Motion to approve the August 6th, 2024 meeting. No.
Second.
Well, yeah, but.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the minutes from the August 6th, 2025 meeting. Is there any further discussion? All in favor signify by aye. Aye. Motion carries. Looks like Mr. Gauger is up. You have to make it short today.
You don't have a big crowd, so.
I'm not gonna tell you who said that, but.
We're picking up the pace a little bit. 7 active teen court cases, and I'm working on sanctions right now, and I've got 6 cases pending, so. I'm scheduled out into November. We have a total of 33 that have registered so far this year, compared to only 26 in all of 2024. The focus on vape and THC. I've got municipal court next week, and there's 3 more in municipal court that one won't be able to because he's gone through teen court before and failed or didn't complete his necessary work. So he's no longer eligible, but I'd probably pick up the other 2. No one completed sanctions this month, and there's a reason for that. My teen court kids have realized that some of the sanctions they had given out were perhaps not strong enough, and they saw some of their friends doing the same violations again, even though they didn't get caught. So they're now handing out a little more strenuous sanctions. It's a little more difficult for them to complete. Teen court I've got scheduled for this month, the 9th and the 23rd. So we're moving right along. Focus on vape and THC again. With the THC, I've got a Prime for Life 420. I can combine them both. I'm gonna do the 420 and the alcohol on the 20th of this month. That's a Saturday. Normally I break those into 2 4-hour blocks, but 2 of the girls that I've got are going to college, so I want to get that knocked out. So they're coming back for that Saturday and moving on from there. So that's the reason for doing that. Traffic court. Held that on August 12th. There was 4 respondents attended with their parents. The panel consists of a law enforcement officer, member of the community, and 2 teens. Sanctions given out generally included a research project relating to the violation, community service, anywhere from 4 to 12 hours, and attending the victim impact panel and possible serving on the teen court panel. So there are a total of 6 active cases right now. If all those make it and get their sanctions in, I've got the victim impact panel on the 17th of this month. Assuming that everybody gets those, then traffic court should be cleared out again by the end of the month, which it appears that I'll pick up a few more by then, because I've had a number of parents call me and hey, our children got citations and what do we do? We got traffic court coming up and how do we register and that kind of thing. Caseload right now, I've got 13 in teen court, 6 in traffic, 6 for Prime for Life, and 6 for the victim impact panel. So basically we're moving on for that MRT monthly update on the training, so we've got that, and appear in Brookport every week. to Help out with that and do the MRT on Monday, so Andy can fill you in on that. That's pretty much where we're at on that. I think with school starting up now, we always end up with a few citations right off the bat. Kids trying to get away with stuff or not familiar with how it progresses. So law enforcement generally cuts them a little bit of a break if they can, but they're at the point now they'd rather write citations and get them into the teen court process if they can. So I'll end up with a few, and they won't hit the regular court until October. That'll keep me busy into next year.
Anybody have any questions?
One quick one.
Sure.
Does it tend to pick up? Like, was
Yeah, the citations tend to pick up because they'll be vaping or whatever in school and getting caught. Most of the schools are, they were just seasoned to vape for the longest time and they decided that wasn't accomplish. Now they are calling parents and calling law enforcement and things like that. So hopefully that will curtail it to some extent. The new vape laws, they can no longer have the flavor, bubblegum flavor or anything of that in these vape stores. So I don't know if that'll have an impact or not. One can only hope, but.
Okay, no, travel.
Not if I can help it. No, not at all.
I guess then.
The budget forms get approved with Crystal, correct? These all yours?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now until we get down to circuit court, she does them all.
Sure, not. I don't know, do you require a motion if they're zero?
Monthly payment report invoices are all at one time too.
Okay. Fair enough. See what happens when you elect advice. Rich, did you have anything else then?
Nope, just the CJCC, I think is next on the agenda, right?
Oh, that's absolutely right.
So basically, we had the meeting on August 28th. We had a real good turnout this month, and so good there. There was a discussion of possible motion on the recovery court and grant application. Angie will fill you in on that, but that they just got the application open, so that will be discussed for information. Also, next month's CJCC, the 18th, I believe, and that will be on the program review on recovery court. So that might be beneficial for one of you guys to come in on that, and that'll be on the budget and the grant, and that's non-competitive, and you can fill in on that. Captain Olnick from the jail went over the jail population and the recent updates and where that progress was at. He also discussed progress. We're looking into whatever we could do on expanding the Huber to a certain extent. The fees right now for somebody to participate in Huber would be challenging for any of us to come up with initially. Part of that is because the electronic monitoring system is in Sun Monitoring and they're pricey right now. So we're looking at some other alternatives. Tom did discuss that with the sheriff going forward. So seeing what they can do whereas right now in the jail, there are 5 individuals that are eligible for Huber. You can be out on Huber, but for one reason or another can't afford the initial fee. So they're not out working. The negative part of that is we're paying $21 a day for their meals right now, which is comes to quite a chunk of money at the end of the month, where if we could have an electronic monitor now, we wouldn't be paying that, and we'd be having some fee coming in. Right now, I think it's $25 a day, but the initial expenditure for them to pay is prohibitive right now. So we're looking at some
What
alternative.
was that initial amount again?
Angie, do you recall? I thought it was 700.
Oh, no, it's not that much.
Was
It's
it?
like,
Was it two?
Was it
it's not 750, but it's closer to
4 or 5?
450 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So that makes it a little tough for somebody to come up with. So,
What do they have to pay that for?
well, it's for the fee and the sun monitoring fee, the initial outlet for the electronic monitoring for them to be out. So there are cheaper alternatives than sun monitoring that we're looking into. Tom is looking at getting a bid from another company. I just got an email on them from today. So to see if we can shave a little off that cost and get them out working so they're not costing us $21 a day and perhaps
21 a day times 5, right?
times 7. We
7.
7 days a week, yeah.
Well, I mean, but there's 5.
There's 5 people, yeah.
So
So,
5 times. 7.
yeah, so $120 a day times 7 days a week is,
Yeah.
it's up after a while.
Think about making payments? for that?
Pardon me?
Would they ever make payments instead of all at one time?
That's one possible alternative, yeah, that we're kind of looking into. But historically, we're not dealing with the most reliable individuals, so if they get out, then there's some that have payments that have been past due, here's jail fees that they haven't yet collected. So
I would think if they missed their first payment,
you go back to jail, yeah.
uh,
So we've got to keep looking at other alternatives and hopefully move forward with that and maybe have some type of proposal out to you by November anyway. Would be my hopes on that. So anyway, and there were some changes to the upper echelon of Embrace. We had Missy in from Embrace, discuss that. Information on truancy court. Apparently that's all been getting handled by human services prior to the young people reaching the level of truancy court. So we haven't had any of those in over a year, which I guess is probably a good thing. And then I gave the CJCC report, pretty much the same report that I just gave you here at this point. So that was the extent of our CJCC meeting for this past month. But that's going to be on the 18th. If any guys are available, we always look forward to county board input there. Mr. Willingham is generally there, but more input is always helpful.
So that's it's a Thursday, right? This 18th, right?
Yeah, this month, September 18th. Huh? 8. We like to start earlier, John.
I got animal control.
Always conflicts.
Yeah. But maybe I wiggle out of that.
Any question?
No question, Rich? Thank you, Rich.
Thank you.
Yes, Angela.
Hello.
So
You should.
today I started our 8th person in Rick's report. So we are up to 8 people. A year ago today, we're at 1. So there's been quite the influx of increase in people joining. So we are at 8 right now, I think, with 2 more potentially starting within the next couple of weeks. So we'll be at 10. Our maximum is 12. Needless to say, things are going well. The grant is open for me to start granting. Judge and myself and Crystal got together and kind of worked on figures. Nothing really will change from what we requested last year. We're gonna maybe add some, or will add some funding for, our recovery court graduate that just recently graduated, has got her MRT facilitator training. So we're gonna look at adding a little bit into the budget to kind of help her, be a facilitator when Rich is not here. So we're gonna start working on job descriptions and all that stuff for to have her on the team and to help out with that. Comes along, but other than that, everything is going nice and smoothly. I'll have that information available for everybody next month's meeting. I have until October 26th, I believe it is, to submit for it. So I guess I'm not asking for anything different than last year. This month I have 2 out-of-county travel requests. One is for myself to attend the Wisconsin Treatment Court Coordinator Conference in Middleton. And then Emily Nelson, who was our defense attorney on the team. There is a defense attorney practitioner training in Oklahoma City for all defense attorneys that are on the recovery court team. Yep, and all that money is grant funded as well. Both of us, it's all grant funded. So I have requests for travels for both of them.
Entertain a motion to approve, we approve the out of county travel.
Yeah.
Motion is made and seconded to approve out of county travel. One for Emily and then also one for Angela. Any further discussion, questions? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
A Wisconsin Treatment Conference, when is that?
Yeah, it's September,
22nd through the.
no, that's Emily's,
17th and 19th. Need Emily's?
Mhm.
This is September 22nd through the 26th. So, well, I saw grand funded, but Angela's total comes to 764. And Emily's is 2376. That helps. Back to you.
I think.
Oh, do we all sign?
Yeah, I think it needs at least 3 signatures on it. It's actually, I'm looking forward to my conference because my conference is a poverty simulation. So it's, I guess a lot of counties have been doing this exact simulation, so it's
What does that
kind of,
mean?
you're given a persona, you take on the life of a homeless person and try to make ends meet. So they said it's a real eye opener for people who have been involved with it. So I'm kind of looking forward to,
Wow, that sounds interesting.
you have, you start by, it's almost like playing the game of life. You get a card and it says who you are, and then you go to this other table and this is what happens to you. So it'll be interesting to see. Kind of looking forward. So,
Better eat before you go.
yeah, yeah. All right, but I think that's all I have.
Any questions for Angela? All right,
All right, thank you.
Crystal, you're next.
Um, So our big change is that Attorney Patrick Gould was terminated on August 21st, so he's no longer in the office. The assistant district.
Oh, assistant, okay.
So we do have a vacancy. State of Wisconsin posts and advertises that for us. So that's something that's already been posted and out there, but if you know anyone with the Wisconsin bar license that's interested, have them get a hold of the DA, because we do have an opening.
Is that that's not full-time, it's just,
It is a full-time.
it's full-time.
It wasn't until a few years ago. I think within the last 4 or 5 years is when it changed to a full-time position. So, beyond that, the budgets for next year, you guys went through last committee meeting. And I did send out the monthly report forms out as part of the packet. I don't know if anyone has any questions specifically on those.
Yeah. We have a question. I saw that you got reimbursement for the second quarter for 24,000. You had a reimbursement of 23,000
Yep.
in the first quarter. And for the year, you're budgeting revenues or
They-
reimbursement at 123. Said you're still planning to meet that?
Well, so they will reimburse what we spend. Right now, our spending is low for the year, and it will typically, it does pick up towards the end of the year. But so many things, as Angie isn't here anymore, but depending on whether they have to send anyone for inpatient treatment and stuff, there are some expenses that are tracking for the whole year that it may end up still meeting the full amount. But either way, it's just based off of what we spend. So we won't take in any more or less than what we spend.
Okay.
And so far, anything that we've submitted, they have reimbursed in full. So other than Rich's MRT hours, which were budgeted for, we've
Is that the same for RRYP?
No, RRYP is one where we don't know if we will have any reimbursement until after the year is complete, and then it's leftover funds that DHHS has for different grants and the youth aids and things. So that fluctuates. Last year it covered, well, early this year it covered all of last year's completely. Some years it's been 5,000, 6,000. We'll get back. It's variable, and even speaking with DHHS, with Ashley, they really have no way of predicting what that amount will be. So his is very much a wild card.
But at this point, there's
His spending,
still.
Are there any other questions on these reports? So I go within the DA's budget report, CVWC, report.
Yeah, I make a motion. Those three, was it?
Or
Second.
a motion has been made. Second, to approve the 4 budget reports mentioned as presented. Is there any further discussion? All in favor signify by aye. Aye. Motion carries.
no Aubie County travel planned right now, so.
Crystal. Lori sent a,
She's on the screen.
well, there you are. Oh, I'm at the other Lori.
Lori Gorsinger.
For circuit court, yeah, she sent a. So, I don't know if y'all got it or not. Y'all. So as of 8/1/2025, total under review are 73. Referrals received in July were 45. JV delinquency, 8 chips, 3 TPR, and 2 civil forfeiture cases filed in 2025 to date. 4 trials spanning 7 days scheduled for October of 2025. 22 jury trials currently remain calendar in 2025. Monthly budget worksheets. Did that. And there was no out-of-county travel request from Lori. Actually, this is from Crystal. I thought it was from Lori when I got it. So. Lori, you can go.
Circuit Court, do you have their budget reports? Is that what?
That's what we just did.
Okay.
She is.
We
So, what's going on with the extension office, Lori?
I was gonna say, are we to me, Lori? Okay. So I will say I have in my email ready to send, did not send the budget report ahead of time. It's a little tricky in that I don't have access to the drive, but I think we figured it out this month of how I can get it in a timely manner to make sure I get it to you all in a timely manner as well. But I do have it pulled up. I'm happy to share my screen and show it to you, if that's the best way, or what you'd like at this point. I will say it's the same things that we've seen in the past of the lines that were over budget for in the travel, as well as getting dangerously close in the postage. So those are the two lines that I would continue to be, I've been concerned about for the last few months. So no change with that, but wanted to at least show that to you. Happy to send it, out through email as well. So you have it. I don't know if you have any questions.
Is there
In
anything you
particular.
can, is there anything that you can do to improve it? Anything that you're doing to stop going over?
Yeah, so as I've mentioned, Carrie's any kind of out of county travel is being currently picked up through my budget. So that continues. You can see that even that $200 isn't enough for travel for anyone in that educator role. So I did put more in the budget or shifted some things around for the 2026 budget to hopefully be a little more accurately reflecting of the travel that's needed for that position. We are under budget in some other lines, as well as that. I'll go back to that FoodWise WNEP line that we've not used as much this year at all either. And so can help balance some of that. But we have to send things out, even though we're trying really hard to not send as much paper copy. It is that time of the year for charters and for financial records and that kind of stuff to be sent out and gotten back to be uploaded. So that will be going out as well. So there's really, I appreciate the question. I wish that there was a better answer. Because I think we'll need to pull from other lines in order to help balance that overage.
Can you email those to us, Lori?
Yep,
'Cause
yep,
okay,
absolutely.
appreciate that.
Stop sharing that, and then I'll have it in the email that is ready to send to you right now. So
No travel or anything? Okay.
no out of county travel that you all aren't paying for that right now. My budget is, and so nothing to be approved for Carrie from that standpoint. I just talked to her for the last hour before this meeting, and she has another meeting yet tonight for livestock and finishing up some things with that and with the fair and trying to get everything ready for next year by some good conversations at the end of this year. So anyway. So no travel for her for you to
Okay.
approve.
Does anyone have any questions for Lori?
Not at this time.
Alrighty, I'll keep listening in a little bit. Thanks for letting me join
Okay.
from Shell Lake today.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, speaking of Shell Lake, while you're on there,
The budget forms have to be approved for her.
oh yeah, thank you. Do you know Nut House Breads?
I know of it, yes.
Okay, yeah. Just not anything to do with anything, but my chiropractor they sell her products there.
Aha.
She makes
Good to know.
some protein bars that are really.
I should stop in. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah. So I would then entertain a motion, to approve the two budget statements that Lori presented.
Yeah, so move to present the budget statements.
Second?
Motion is made and seconded to approve Lori's two budget statements as presented. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by aye. Aye. Motion carries. All right, so looks like Charmaine is on deck with Trails in Camp business.
Lois has a trustee report. Wow, that was great timing.
Or Lois, you want to give?
Did you? I had people at the counter, so like, I gotta go to a meeting.
Okay, this is meeting of September 3rd. There have been complaints and concerns brought forward concerning Trails End. They've been brought to the appropriate individuals to address, and if the committee wants more details, we'll put it on a closed session on the October agenda. And the motion was made and passed not to renew the raffle ticket license because we haven't been using it. Camp is booked most of the weekends in September and then in October. The plans for the spectacular event on October 25th, the camp was discussed again. That's all I have.
All right, a question then, you're aware of this. Do you feel that we need to have a discussion in closed? Okay. So. Just have to,
It's not on the agenda.
I know it's not on the agenda. We want to do it for next month. Can we do that now? Or-
Well, I can,
I think you need to talk to HR. Yeah, Ashley, the Board of Trustees is not James's, boss, nor is his committee, so.
So, okay, so we have to discuss it with HR.
I don't think you need to do anything.
Oh, okay.
I think his boss needs to, deal with any issues. If there's facility issues, he's the facilities manager, he will deal with them.
So you don't feel we should have a closed session then?
No, not this committee.
Okay, all right.
Could be wrong, but,
Well, I
do that
talked
unless you're.
to Ashley Goodis and she said, do that. There.
I think it would be this committee and then.
It's a fine line. This committee is just usage, so
Okay, gotcha.
that's why the struggle,
Gotcha.
So let it ride for a while and see how it pans out. Or-
let Brett put things on agendas.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Did you have anything for me to report? Carlson?
I guess not. We have a wedding this weekend, then we have a couple weekends off. And then we have HHS and 4-H is doing a joint venture out there on October 4th. And then we'll have a wedding after that, then water will get shut off, and then we have our spectacular, and then it's hunting season out there, and yeah, you start another year.
You shut off the water before the spectacular?
Yes, yes, because that's not what the 25th of October, yeah. Yeah, we get that, we have nice shallow water lines out at camp, so.
Gotcha.
So, and we have privies out there,
Okay,
the fair will do the food, so, they'll bring whatever they need, because we do that in the pavilion, so. Yeah, last year we had the water shut off at event too.
all done then with Trails In for right now.
Yeah, unless you have any questions, if you wanna, I keep forgetting, I can't
show you things on there. So, yeah, I do have, I presented to the trustees the usage. So it looks like we're gonna be about 4,000 over budget in revenue. So woo-hoo, that's always a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Yep, so, yeah, so that is looking good. And as for budget itself, the payroll for James, our caretaker, used to be in, the courthouse budget, which was very difficult to then fully understand where you were at the end of the year. And so then there's these transfers that happen in February for the prior year. So you kind of have to wait 2 months after your year's end to knowing where you're sitting. And it's not like you can do anything anyway because the year's closed. So now the payroll starting this year is they just did a transfer. So all of it is coming out of the Trails End budget because the only thing he does out there is Trails End. So rather than seeing on a journal entry later, when it's too late to do anything about it, it all happens. So we'll see that. So yeah, other than that, yeah, no concerns on budget stuff anyway at Trails End.
Had a good season.
Yeah, we had a good season. Next June, we may lose a couple of the youth groups because the camp that closed in Washburn is going to reopen. So they'll just go back to there. But we were the last 2 years, we hardly had a day off the whole month. It was from one group to another, to another, to another. And, if anything goes wrong, you're in a world of hurt. So it'll be nice to get a little break there. But then, yes, that will affect revenue a bit, but we have this new group called Camp Bovie that wants more and more days. So that could offset that. And I already have every weekend in September next year booked for weddings. So, yeah.
So you don't think that maybe these two groups that came here and due to the Washburn closing, you don't think that maybe they liked it enough that they might want to come back?
It's just a lot closer because they're from there,
Okay.
so yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they've had no issues with camp, but yeah, it's nice to be a little closer. But I've asked them both and they haven't responded, so I have no idea yet. But I have them penciled in
Okay.
for next June. So
That could open it up if they're not there for some other.
yes. But typically they are during the week because they're youth groups. So it's already booked for all the weekends. So, but this Camp Bovie that is private use, they want weekdays and they wanted like 7. I'm like, I can't give you that many. So that's nice. And that's a family camp. They come and they teach you how to camp outdoors. So the whole family comes. That's why we run it under private use. And yeah, they're from Minnesota. So pretty cool. They had I was there when it got dropped off. They had an outdoor sauna.
Oh,
So, yeah. I would have had to sign a waiver to use it, but anyway, that was pretty cool. Outdoor sauna. It was solar powered. Yeah, so they camp in style apparently. Yeah. So, but next year will bring its own challenges. We have to finish up our ARPA projects next year. So we have that nature trail that has to be completed next year. So yeah, we have our work cut out for us. It's just so hard when you're booked solid to get much done. But it needs to get done next year. That's like the absolute deadline to get that done. So it will happen.
When you say next year, what do you mean?
2026, all ARPA projects need to be completed.
What date?
I'm assuming the end of the year.
Your first campers do.
They don't come. We have a day use in May, but otherwise June. Campers come June and then it's nuts the rest of summer.
So weather permitting, it's possible then to maybe get some of that done prior to.
Yes, and sometimes you have to do it in advance because you have 2 bridges to get over before you get to the nature trail. So some things you have to do in the winter. so you can, haul supplies back there and things. So, because we have this big, huge pile of wood that needs to get back there, do all the signage. And we did have a group this last weekend, have a couple campers that wandered off the trail, got lost and wound up on Highway 40. And 4 hours later, got somebody to use their phone and called. So, because when you go across the two bridges, you go up the stairs, there is a small loop. And somehow they got off the loop and missed the cornfield, missed all of it, wound up on 40. So we do have hiking trail maps that they are now aware of. So it will be nice to get that signage. So James is actually going to go out there and flag the small loop because we still have groups that will go out there and use it. Yeah. So
All right.
an adventure at Trails End.
Any other questions for Charmaine regarding Trails End? Move on to fairgrounds.
We have our final event this weekend, a large wedding. And then after that, we will start, getting rid of the porta potties. We won't shut the water off yet. We'll probably wait till October to do that. Typically we do. But there's really nothing else going on there. Make sure the buildings are locked up tight. Yeah.
Did we fare pretty well?
Yeah, yep. And I didn't next month I'll have, because our last group will be done, I'll have a report of all the fairgrounds users, how much revenue came in by charging equipment. We made some money. Now we had to like one of the groups wanted 20 tables and the fairgrounds doesn't own 20 tables. So we had to buy some, but we just used the revenue that came in for that. So we are making some money on equipment rental. So that is good. But yeah, I will have exact numbers for you next time.
Usage agreements.
So Terry DeSalle, he usually has his corn something or other over Labor Day, forgot to do an equipment usage form. Called me in a frantic on Saturday morning, wanted to borrow picnic tables. I said, tell me the numbers. So I have in my phone pictures of every table he took. So that'll be $60. So there's that one. And so that one I need approved. But then the Ladysmith Lions, they had equipment rental in July, and they did not use picnic tables, and they wanted their $90 refunded. So I need approval to do
Do we
that.
know for certain that they didn't use them?
Yes, because Ashton was out there and loaded up everything for them. So yeah, so I did receive an email saying we didn't pick them up, and that's fine, but they didn't request until last week that they wanted refunded. So we don't really have a policy on refunds. Equipment rental is new this year. If we wanted to do that in the future, we could probably say all bills final, something like that, but there's no language at all on our equipment usage form, which Ron made many years ago. I didn't probably, no. So those are
Your
the
suggestion then is that we do refund them the $90.
yes. And,
That's
if
something.
you want, we can look at changing that in the future, but we really have nothing
Nothing right now
saying yay or nay, so.
for another agenda, another meeting. Awesome.
Well, if that's something you want to explore, usually in the fall, early winter is when we change everything for next year. We talk rates. So at the next meeting, I'll have rates. Want to talk rates again for next year, finalize some things. So if that's something that you want me to start drafting language on, I can. But then we just need to change our form for next year. We're done with equipment rental after
Yeah.
this, so I doubt there'll be any more the rest of the year.
There always a person out there when they load it. So that I wouldn't think there was a problem. They would know they didn't take it.
Right, yeah, Ashton came right in and said, no, I did not load them, so, yeah.
More red tape if we stick it in there.
Do we need signatures on those?
Well, you have to approve the equipment usage for Terry first, then I need a signature. And then, whether or not to refund the Lions or $90 for picnic tables they did not use.
I would entertain a motion to approve Terry's equipment usage agreement.
I moved. His usage agreement, Harry's,
Terry DeSalle.
so.
I'll second.
Motion has been made by Lois, seconded by Ron to approve the usage agreement for Terry DeSalle for equipment. Is there any further discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Then I would entertain a motion to refund to the Lions Club the $90
Plus tax. Plus tax.
plus tax that they paid for equipment that they did not use.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Motion has been made and seconded to return the $90 plus tax the Lions Club paid for equipment rental that they did not use. Further discussion on that? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. You want me to sign?
Just this one right there. Oh, you don't need to sign that one. That's just the bill I had sent them.
That takes care of fairgrounds business then. Moving on to fair business.
Jess is on her way home now from a training, so can't be here, but we had a very successful fair. We had our wrap-up meeting. We met with superintendents, got their input, and now we're taking a little breather until I think the end of September. All the freer premium checks got cut last week.
I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, the bill report, I bet it's massive.
Yes.
That is a whole lot of work. So I look forward to not working fair for a while. I'm frantically trying to catch up in other jobs. Yeah, lots, because not only did we have fair premiums, we had judges, we had truck tractor pull, we had the demo derby, we had Lego. And then just all the bills associated with fair. It's vast.
Go through a lot of checks, or do you have some way that isn't so expensive?
Not really. And the reason there's more checks than normal is because this year we paid premium to open class, whereas we've not done that before. So that upped the check ante. But the treasurer's office is really good at sending me lists of who doesn't cash their checks. And I've already called all the truck tractor people. We're down to 2 now who haven't cashed their checks. Every time I hand them a check, now remember to cash your check, remember to cash your check. I'm down to 1 Lego and 1 demo derby. So,
So 4 total that haven't.
yes, but most of those, there was 269 premium checks. Those, they're just hitting the mail right now. They're getting.
Okay.
Yeah, but we can't really ACH those, for once a payment, but, yeah.
Be a nightmare to do ACH.
Yeah, yep. In this way, I mean, it is a struggle every year getting people to cash their checks. I have a couple families that lose them consistently. I've stopped payment, reissued 2, 3 times. But the thing that people don't realize is if they don't cash their check, it doesn't mean the fair gets that money. You know, several years down the road, county board will, stop payment on the checks. And then it just goes down to Madison to be a headache in unclaimed funds. It never goes away. So usually after me going after them several times to cash our checks, reissuing all of that, I always give them the option. If you want to donate your premium, put it in writing, let me know, and we'll make that happen. But, and so we have had some do that, but, I never got it. Well, this year they all went out in, envelopes, Russ County Treasurer, so maybe they think they're tax bills and they'll be pleasantly surprised when they open them up. So, I don't know. But yeah, there was a lot more this year. Oh.
That was a good move.
I think so. We did, so when we did premiums for open class, we did charge an entry fee like we do with juniors. So if they wanted to come and see their stuff, and that was more ticket sales and things like that. The real numbers, probably everybody wants to know. I have not had time to crunch. I don't have attendance tally done yet. I have a draft of it, but that type of stuff, I'm way behind in my other stuff. I got to get caught up on that first. I just wanted to make sure everybody was paid. So, yeah, that other stuff can wait, but yeah, people want their money. And I need to have that information for, year as well. So now I have the numbers for budget.
Any contracts?
No, I don't really anticipate any. I would like to get the truck tractor pull one right away, but I don't have anything yet. Typically, when we go down to Fair Association, but the fair hasn't met yet. Early January. The fair hasn't met yet to decide, who's coming back. We know Grandpa Cratchit won't come back.
We will not.
Well, we don't want him back. I shouldn't say it that way. We had him 2 years. He's very expensive, requires a lot of hotel stays. It's just, we've done it 2 years now. The first year we had a grant to cover portion of it. Yeah.
Something new.
Some things you just, they kind of wear out and then you bring them back later, but we don't know about, we haven't really had that type of a meeting because it was just all wrap up stuff. But, do we want the balloon guy back? Do we want Gizmo? Those type of things we haven't talked about. And as soon as we finalize that, then I'll get contracts and then you'll start seeing them come in. But, it's the end of September when we definitely want the chainsaw carver back. That was super cool, but we kind of dropped the ball on that. Bear Hollow Wood Carvers. He made 12 different carvings. And he said, if you would have auctioned these off, you could have made your money back. But we didn't even know what to tell him to carve because we'd never had him before. But it was amazing what he did. And then some of the things he even painted. So cool. But it was all, it was Saturday when he had some of the stuff done. And it's like, we just rushed and got 2 items on the livestock auction bill or auction. So those went for $625 each. We sold a couple in the watering hole, which were like 120 each. We'll save 2 of them for the ATV raffle that we do next June. And 2 we decided to donate to Honor the Fallen, the patriotic ones.
One was a hat with
Yeah, yep.
like a soldier's hat.
Yep, and then one is an eagle with its wings spread, and he painted a flag across it. Spectacular. I'm getting goosebumps. Plus, it's cold in here. But anyway, phenomenal. And people, we had bleachers set up. They watched him, but he does custom cars. It's just, we didn't realize the gem that we had there, so we didn't utilize him to our full extent, but we're already writing down things that we want him to carve next year.
We will try to get him again.
Oh, yes. Yes. That that was amazing.
Are they saving wood for him to use?
Yeah, and what was super cool is a lot of that wood came from Trails End. So, that was neat. But I think we gave him a lot of white pine and he wants red pine or something. So yeah, we'll have to start wood collecting already, but, yeah, it was really cool.
Where's he from?
The carver himself was from Michigan, but, Bear Hollow wood carvers, they're, down south in Wisconsin, and then they just, you know, hire or contract with different wood carvers, but he was awesome, the guy we had this year.
Yeah, I was watching him doing carving and looked what he had already carved. It was amazing. So.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Does he have more than one chainsaw?
Yeah, he had a number of chainsaws that he would do certain things with, so that, some were smaller so that he could do more intricate.
It's on Saturday?
All 4 days,
Yeah, he was there all days, yeah.
4 things a day.
Oh, wow.
No. 3 things a day.
If it was 12, it.
12 divided by 4. Great. But yeah, it was.
No, it was.
And we had to move up, his time because we had him down to do, I think, an 8 o'clock show and it was too late. So we just moved it up. So growing pains, but yeah, spectacular. And we have to market him better. If you remember the schedule of events, way on the bottom in fine print, it said Bear Hollow Wood Carvers, 4 shows a day or whatever. But, cause there's just, our schedule is so full, it's like, where do we put it, But, we kind of dropped the ball on it, but it was a success and we will do better next year.
Right, any other questions for Charmaine, regarding Fair Board report or contracts? Their business? Good. So I guess we're now to, now we can do, bill payment. So I guess the only problem I have with that is because if we did have a question on something here, everybody's gone.
Did. What stuff? Want to ask?
I mean, when you look at the bills and you see something. You know what I mean? If you had a question, for somebody. I don't know.
I mean, the bills do come out a week, I think, in advance. So I guess if you look through them and had questions, because I know other times you've asked, like when circuit court, you asked what those bills were, during when they're here. I mean, I know you save your final approval, but you could ask those throughout the meeting.
Okay. All righty, so, sorry, I blew up there, but,
It's a good question to ask.
Yeah,
I guess then I would entertain a motion to approve the bills as presented.
Second it?
And it's seconded to approve the bills. All in favor signify by aye.
Right?
Aye. Motion carries, bills are approved. Our next meeting date would be. Oh my God. October.
No,
October 1st.
It's October 1st.
Property for
At,
only got 2 minutes to get
Connie out of here.
out of here. There she is. I go the door. Whoa.
Yeah.
We're like, Phil, I'm like,
But you're done?
Yeah, pretty much. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Charmaine.
Yeah, bye.
That one be heavy.
Yeah. Cleaning checks.
That was a,
It's a good thing though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it's a good thing.
I mean, these kids, some of them think that's a big deal.
I would
And then
put,
who's the poor person that has to write those all out?
Oh, they just print them.
Right.
And they check them.
they have to enter all the information in, but once that's there. Welcome.
entertainment, motion adjourned.
So move.
Second.
Meeting's adjourned at
Ooh, good point.
4 o'clock on the dot.
Okay.
Thank you.
Pardon?
I said, you're awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You answered clean.
We got the business done. In the time.
You're done for you, Connie.